This is DMG and welcome to World Building Wednesday. And this is going to be about resources. Thank you to the patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. If you like them, click the like button and click the bell to receive notifications of when they come out. So, resources. In the previous video we talked about having areas of land, etc. that lock in the area of your hamlet, your town, your city, or within the city you have the neighborhoods that are walled in, etc. Or, if you're space faring or whatever, you have a space station and that you're setting defined parameters. And we briefly touched on the primary resource that pretty much every living thing needs, and that is water. No matter whether you're on a space station or you're going to be medieval or Western, it doesn't matter. Towns are going to be next to a source of water. So whether that's a drilled well, a river, a lake, you need to have some source of water that your populace is going to use for drinking. So that is your primary resource. Then on top of that, there is usually a reason why this town, village, hamlet, etc. exists. And one of the key things is the resource that is nearby. So this can be as simple as lumber from trees, whale blubber for something in the tundra, oil, it can be gold, can be silver. Any one of these sort of resources are what I'm talking about. So you basically need to clearly define what the primary resource for this place is, because that influences the rest of the town, village, city, whatever you're creating. Because that is where their primary economic value is going to come from. They're going to derive a lot of their economic value from these resources. Of course, as you move into more modern type games, these resources may not be specifically in the town, in which case it's going to be more a resource of a service-based thing, or it could be that it's a technology or a factory or something to that effect. This is the thing that is driving the economy of this town or city or neighborhood. Once you have your primary resource, then you can have secondary resources. So you may have a lumber mill, which is, chopping down trees, and, they create lumber for the realm. Or they could be drilling oil as their primary resource. A secondary resource could be something, things like food. So it could be fish or wildlife, pelts from animals. All these kind of things will be a secondary resource from which the town, village, city, etc. gains another economic advantage. This helps with things like, why are people attracted to this town? Why are these people actually here? Are they farming? Are they hunter-gatherers? Are they miners? Are they whale hunters? This gives you a very good grounding to actually begin to think about the different little aspects that make the town unique. So that's why it's very important to think about the resources, because that will change the entire dynamic of who actually lives in this town. Because a lot of times you walk into these towns, you don't really know why these towns actually exist. I mean, they exist there for some story reason, but they don't have that lived-in feel about them. And that's where, you walk into a mining town, and they mine coal. This is a primary resource for the realm, and it's a very important resource. So that then influences the fact that this town may actually have a lot of security, because you don't want to lose the coal resource. However, if it's a fishing town, it supplies fish. There are a lot of towns that supply fish, so it doesn't require as much security, because you're not going to affect the food source of the realm from one small hamlet being destroyed. And it also makes it less of a target, because you're not really gaining any kind of economic value from marauding this town. Resources also then lend itself to trade routes. How are these resources transported? Are they transported by river, by boat, by cart, by truck, by plane, by spaceship? This will then influence what sort of transport things you have as well. And we will begin to talk about that in future videos. So, thank you for joining me. If you have any ideas about resources and how they can help affect the creation of your world, drop it in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next World Building Wednesday.